Good morning, Dr. Lee. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Well, thank you for talking to me because before I even start, I have to tell you, our household is such huge fans of yours that when I told my
Oh,
husband I was doing the satellite today, he could hardly contain himself. So if you
oh,
don't say, yeah, if you don't say hello to Jeffrey, I think we have to have a divorce on my hands.
absolutely. Hi, Jeffrey. I think you're the smartest person in your household. You shouldn't have to take out the
Oh,
trash for
well,
like 2 months.
hey, wait. Don't go that far. Well, listen, Dr. Lee, congratulations on all of your success. Honestly, this is like,
It's
did you
crazy.
ever imagine
No,
that when you put that first video on
no.
YouTube, this was
What
going
am
to
I
happen
doing
to you?
here? What is going on? This is crazy. This is
It's
crazy.
insane. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, no, I would have never figured. I mean, like, I mean, when that first pimple popping video was posted on my social media like 3 years ago or so, I saw something. Like I knew that there was something there, and I was just quietly trying to build it, like literally, like throw another log on the fire and see what I could build. But this is crazy where it's
Yeah.
come to. This is crazy.
Yeah. Why do you think people love to watch this so much?
I
What
don't.
is it?
Well, we should ask Jeffrey. I think he knows. I just think that.
Okay, he's given me his opinions, but I want to know what you
Yes,
think about
I think
this.
it's multiple reasons. I mean, I think overall, actually, interestingly, even though it's sort of a gruesome kind of like, really to some people horrifying sort of thing, it makes people happy. I think there's a cleansing kind of feeling, like you're getting rid of something that is not supposed to be there. It makes you feel better to watch it, to watch something that's not supposed to be there be gone. People watch it to relax them, to decrease their anxiety. I think for some people too, it's sort
Yeah.
of like a euphoria, like riding a roller coaster or watching a scary movie. There's sort of like a resolution, and you're like, afterwards. And
Right.
so I think it's a various things like that. I think it's fascinating to a lot of people to see that there are really people walking around this earth, normal people like you and I, that have growths
Yep.
that that other people don't know about or have issues like this. So it's really kind of
For sure.
interesting to see. So that's really what it all comes
Absolutely.
to.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the new show that's
Yes.
starting up on, because this isn't just about the grossness that,
No.
people like to watch. All there's more to it. So tell us a little bit about the premise of the show.
Yeah, this is really, there's so much more to the show than just my social media. I mean, that's where it
Oh,
kind of jumps off from. This show really follows these patients with these really major conditions, skin conditions, and you see them in their home and how this affects their life with their friends and their family and their work. And then you see them come to my office, and then you see actually more of me. And a lot of my videos, you don't even see me at all. You just hear my voice. And so you see how we relate, you see how our office works. And then, really importantly, you see how after the procedure, how has affected their life in a positive way. And that in particular has been been so nice for me to see, because I don't really deal with that. I don't really know what happens afterwards once they leave my office. So you really get to see this full
right.
circle more so. And I think that that's a really, I think it's really comforting, and it's really a feel good kind of thing.
There's a major rumor that you might be opening you might be coming here to Toronto. Is that
I
true?
don't know who put that on my Wikipedia. I mean, first of all, I was shocked to go on, on the internet and see that I had a wiki. I had something on Wikipedia, but somebody put that on there. I don't know where that's from. I have not been to Toronto in quite a long time, though I'd like to visit, but I am not opening up a shop in Toronto unless somebody else is
Okay,
impersonating me out there.
we just want to get that clear,
Yes.
because that was, everybody wanted to know that. So for sure, what happens when somebody comes into your office? I want to know if there's been anything that someone's come to you and you just can't deal with it, or or it's just major challenge for you. Are we going to
Yes.
see something like that on the show?
For the show, yeah. Well, for the show, there have definitely been challenges. I mean, there have been people that I, it's as if like I have really complicated cases that come in my office, and I will see them maybe like a couple times a month. this is like, when we tape episodes, we tape 4 a day. There's 4 people a day. I mean, if we tape one episode that has 4 patients, I mean, it's 4 complicated cases in a day. I've seen the biggest lipoma I've ever seen, definitely the biggest cyst I've ever seen. I've done things for this show that I've never done in my practice. Or kind of like on a bigger scale. So it's been stressful, but really special too. It's been quite a trip. So I think it'll be really interesting. It's
Yeah.
going to satisfy the really hardcore popaholics, but I think it's also going to attract all those people who, really maybe are kind of grossed out by it. They can't really see it because it's not really going to be so much about that in detail. It's going to be about the
Right.
story.
What's the reaction to you when you're walking down the street and people recognize you? What's
Oh,
that like for you?
it's very awkward for me. I can't get used to it. I mean, I have to be, I want to be, I don't want to come off as like, somebody that's cold or anybody, but it's just so weird. I'm just a dermatologist. I don't feel like I deserve this sort of adoration and attention. And it's always when I have no makeup on, I'm wearing pajamas, and I'm a mess, that kind of thing. But it's very cool. I mean, I'm very humbled by it. It's so interesting how social media and your exposure there, your influence there, can really kind of elevate you. And I certainly feel a responsibility to represent dermatology and a physician and be
Yeah.
responsible and that sort of thing. Represent myself well, but it's just crazy. It's crazy, but it's fun and it's a
Yeah.
ride.
No.
So
I'm sure. I'm sure. It's a very, very gratifying, I'm
yes.
sure. Now, your nickname that now is everybody knows you as Dr. Pimple Popper. I understand inadvertently that Jerry Seinfeld had something to do with that. Is that
Well, I mean, I've
correct?
always loved that episode. I mean, that episode where he's dating that woman and he called her one step above the clinic counter, and that she's just Pimple Popper, MD. And I actually had to have a name. I actually was trying to think up something because I was on a website and I couldn't use my real name, so I just thought, what am I going to use? And it just popped into my head, Dr. Pimple Popper. So that's where it all came from. And I think it really makes sense. It's sort of like
Well,
a tongue in cheek, It's not really just pimple
yeah.
popping, but it's certainly catchy, and you're going to remember it easily.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, no. It's perfect. It's perfect. You have nothing to be ashamed of. It's a
Yes,
great nickname.
absolutely.
It suits you perfectly. Well, I just want to congratulate you on everything. And like I said, we'll keep watching. We'll watch the
Yes,
show.
it's
We're going to watch you on
great.
YouTube and everywhere where we can find you. And we hope you will come and visit us in
I would
Toronto
love
anyway, even
to.
though you're
I
not.
would love to, and say hi to. I'll
Yeah.
have to say hi to Jeffrey certainly when I'm out there too. We'll have to visit
Are
him.
you kidding? He's going to take you out
That
for
would be
drinks
awesome.
or lunch or something for
That would
sure.
be great.
Dr. Lee, thank you so
Thank
much for your
you.
time and best of luck with the
Thank you.
show. Take care. Have a great day.